Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel. If you're new, thanks for coming, and if you're not new, then thanks for coming back. Today's video is going to be about Instagram because if you see my other videos, you've heard me randomly say I'm trying to become an influencer, and let me tell y'all, I'm getting there, okay? So let's talk about what I've actually learned, because Instagram has a whole world out there that you would never know existed. It is crazy, okay? So let's start off with the IG algorithm, the analytics, because they track everything just like YouTube tracks everything. Just did a video on things you should know about YouTube, so I'll link that below. But anyway, they track everything. They track who follows you, who unfollows you, the number of people that come to your profile, the number of people that click on a website if you have a website on your profile. I have my YouTube channel in there. They track the number of impressions, which is basically how many times they show your picture to other people. They track where those impressions are coming from, if they're from hashtags, if they're from somebody's personal feed, if they're from people going to your profile. They track your likes, your comments, your saves, your shares. They literally track everything. So keep all of that in mind. Pretty much everything on the internet is being tracked, okay? But let's get into getting paid, because everybody wants to get paid. And there's nothing wrong with that. But the standard would be you are worth 1% of your following. So right now I have 2,000 something followers. That means one of my posts should be worth $20. Different companies will offer you different amounts or offer you free stuff, but that would be the industry norm. There are different platforms that will help you get with companies to post pictures and promote their items, and then they either pay you and give you the item or just give you the item. But there are different platforms. Most of them you have to have at least 1,000 followers. I'm on one platform that I know you have to have 1,000 followers, but I'm gonna be honest with you, they're only, before I reached my 2,000, they were only willing to pay me $10, and honestly $10 just isn't worth me messing up my page and trying to get an amazing picture for them. So I haven't accepted any of theirs. The next platform I think is 5,000 followers, and I'm not there yet, so I don't know. But a lot of my friends use all of these different platforms, so that's how I know about all of them. You'll also get emails or people DMing you, companies DMing you to do collabs with you. That's where most of mine come from. I've gotten paid for one only, but I do get a ton of free stuff. And they have emailed me and DM'd me for like YouTube videos and for Instagram. But that's the whole getting paid thing. I have friends that make a buttload of money. Okay, one of my friends, Anne, she also has a YouTube. I'll link hers below. She like is a super influencer on Instagram. Like, she's getting dough. She's totally goals. So I'll link her Instagram below also. Anyway, the next thing you're going to want to do when it comes to Instagram, other than knowing what the algorithm is looking for and understanding how you actually get paid, is your niche or niche. I didn't get it right in the last video, and I'm not going to get it right in this one. I don't know how you say the word, but you need to figure out what your niche is. Mine is obviously based around my family, my kids, being a mom vlogger. But you need to know what yours is, and then know what your followers are looking for. So obviously the people that follow me are interested in my kids and my life as a mom with multiples. So for me, I've learned that people prefer the twins together. They prefer them in matching clothes or cute shirts that have like cute little sayings on them. And realistically, people like babies more. So the pictures of the girls together will get way more engagement than the pictures of the big kids together, because people just seem to be drawn to babies more than toddlers. So now that you know about what Instagram actually wants, how you can get paid from it, and where you want to take your page, you need to go ahead and declutter. So basically, if you have a random picture of a slice of pizza, get rid of it. You don't need that if it doesn't fit into your specific niche. So I mean, if you're a foodie person, then that's cool. But if you're not and you're like a mom person like me, then get rid of the slice of pizza because it doesn't fit with your look. Also, declutter the people that you follow. You don't want to follow more people than you have followers because then you look needy. You look like you just spam liked a whole bunch of people because a lot of people will follow you back if you follow them. The whole point of Instagram, honestly, is to look cool. And if you're following a whole bunch of people and barely anyone's following you, that makes you look the opposite of cool. Okay, and I'm just being real here. It might sound mean, but I'm just being honest, okay? The next thing you're going to want to figure out is how to actually gain your following after you've cleaned your look up and you've learned all these other things. How do you gain a following and get more people to like come to your page and engage with you and like your stuff and all of that? First of all, you got to take really good pictures. And that can be hard if you're a mom, so you got to figure it out. But you need to take really good pictures and use presets. I had no clue what presets were when I first started this. And then when I realized that everybody in the YouTube world uses presets, I was like, what? So your pictures actually suck ass, and then you just add a preset to it, and then it's like, whoa, this is bright and airy. Literally the name of one of my presets. So get presets. I got a cheap thing of presets off of Etsy for $6 or something like that, and I got like 4 or 5 presets. But it makes your pictures look amazing. So I would totally, like, that's the first thing you need to do before you post a picture. Add your preset, okay? The other things that you might not have known about, there are engagement groups. So there are chat groups, like you have like a DM group. You can have up to 30 people in one of those, and basically you're there to engage on everybody's pictures. So one person will post like a camera emoji and then say the kids at the beach. So that's one of my newest pictures, where like the kids at the beach. So camera emoji, kids at the beach. Everybody in that group will go to that post and they will like it, they will comment it, and preferably, you know, you would hope that they would save it too, because that helps Instagram think that your picture is great and promotes your picture more. So they have these engagement groups that you can go into. Then they also have engagement pages. The engagement pages have different threads. So like you'll see like the 3 pictures, and you'll see one that says likes and comments, one that says likes and saves, one that says follow for follow. And you go to that one and you'll say like a description of whatever picture you want them to comment and like, if that's the picture you go to. And then everybody who comments on there has to go to your page and do that to whatever picture you described. And you have to reciprocate. That becomes a lot. I've done that, and it's really time consuming. It's not cool. They have follow for follows. It's really time consuming, and it's just too much for me, but it is helpful in the beginning when you're trying to grow, because you get all of this engagement on your photo, and other people are more likely to see it because Instagram will promote it since they think, oh, this is a great photo. But not just that, people like what other people like. So if you have 1,000 likes on a picture, people will automatically be like, oh, this is a great picture. Double tap, heart it, just because people are followers, and that's the way the world is. Just keeping it real. The next thing is there's an app called Telegraph. Somebody invited me to use it. Basically, you go there and you can post your picture, and they'll go to your Instagram and they'll like it. I think they have different ones, just like the engagement pages. But you only have to keep up with like the last 24 hours of whoever has posted their picture. So that can also be time consuming, but it's a way to get engagement. And you would be surprised, because there are people with 100,000 followers that go into these engagement groups and go into Telegraph and all of that. So just know that it's everybody from somebody who has 300 followers to somebody who has 100,000 followers. They all use these tricks that I had no clue existed. The next thing you can do to gain exposure is use hashtags. I think you can use 30 hashtags. You can't use more than that. But what I try to do with my hashtags is pick a hashtag that has a small following, like a few thousand, because those are easy to get at the top of. And once you get something at the top, it's easier to get on the top of other pages. So I pick something that's mediocre, like a few thousand, and then I have bigger ones that have, you know, a million. But if you can get to the top page and like the first few rows of the top page, you get a lot more exposure because way more people see them. Nobody goes to the recents on hashtags. They go to the top. So if you're in the top, then you're cool. You gain exposure and you maybe get a few extra followers. The other thing you're going to want to do is tag pages in the picture. So for me, like I'll tag Just Baby, Baby Center, if they have a Target outfit on, Target Style, if they have a Disney outfit on, Disney, Disneyland, Disney Baby, in hopes that these pages, these major pages will share your pictures, like feature you on their page. So I've done that before, and Disney has, or Disney Baby shared us in their stories. There's a group called Twins and Multiples that have shared the kids a few times. But I'll be honest, Twins and Multiples they have a lot of followers, but them sharing my pictures only actually gained me like 4 or 5 followers. It doesn't help that much, but it helps some. So, you know, why not do it? Because it could help. And it's cool that you get featured on other people's like major pages too. The next thing that you can do to help grow your following, other than all of those things, is engage on other people's posts, on other people's pictures. So obviously you want to stick to people who are in the same category as you. So I would stick to engaging with other moms. I normally will, in the beginning, I would engage with moms that I was interested in, or I thought their babies were cute, or we had something in common, like they have multiples. I don't go out of my way to engage with people like I did in the beginning, because honestly, it's a lot of work. But that is, I think in one of these Instagram classes that I've heard about, because they have these like online courses, I think they say to go and like comment every night on like 10 people's photos and like build a rapport with them, and then eventually they follow you. Another way to gain followers and keep them interested is when you post your own pictures. Post your picture and ask a question, because that way people will start engaging. Hopefully they would answer the question. Sometimes, a good bit of the time, they don't, but sometimes they do actually answer the question, and then you can build a conversation with them. And once you build that conversation, you know, it's just linking the algorithm and saying like, hey, these people are still talking on this one post. Let's promote this post. More people see it. You gain your following that way. The last ways are pretty simple ways, and they pretty much take no work, is you can pay to do giveaways. I've never paid to do a giveaway. I've actually only been in 2, and I'm in one right now. Or while I'm filming this right now, I'm in one. But you can pay to get into like these mega giveaways. I don't know how well they do. I know when you do giveaways, you gain a good bit of followers, and then they all fall off, because a lot of them will unfollow you after. But you can pay to get into them. You're paying for followers. Okay, so in those engagement pages that I was talking about a minute ago, where you go and they have like the likes and saves, the likes and comments, they'll also have follow for follows. And basically everybody who comments on there, they all have to follow each other. And I've done that. And let me tell you, if you really want the followers, go for it. For me, it just clogged up my newsfeed with a bunch of people that I don't know and I wasn't really interested in, and I didn't like that. So I wouldn't recommend doing that unless you really want those followers. Then that's an easy way to get them. But realistically, growing your Instagram is not hard like growing your YouTube. It's going to take time, but it's pretty simple once you just do these things that I talked about. It's pretty simple to start growing. I went from 600 to over 2,000 in a few months. So you kind of just have to focus on the things that I've said, because that's just the stuff that I did. But sorry if this was a long video. I feel like this was a long video. But those are all of the things that I have learned about Instagram and the whole world of Instagram out there that I did not know existed. That got me to the point that I'm at. And I'm pretty proud of where I'm at right now because technically I'm an influencer. And that sounds really cool. Like, hey, what's your job? I'm an influencer. That means I'm just cool. And people think that, like, I'm a cool mom. Dope. But that's what I've learned so far, and all of those things that I've just mentioned have helped me get to the point that I'm at, and hopefully they will help you get to the point that you want to be at. It would be super awesome if you followed my Instagram, because I just made this whole video about it, so that would be dope also. And if you could subscribe, I will link everything below as I usually do. But let me just do my outro thing, because that's what I have to do. If you haven't already, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, click the bell, and all those good things.